So last week we talked to Sasha, and she had heard through the grapevine. She did not see this. She heard from a friend that the groom cheated at his bachelor party. And she didn't know if she should tell the bride the information that she had. So, Abby, you weren't here, but we were all talking, Mo and Bert and myself, and we were basically like, you didn't see it happen. This is essentially a rumor. Like, there's no point in bringing this up because you don't have any facts. You just have somebody saying that this happened. And when we got a little more details, it's a guy friend of hers. So he was at the bachelor party and he saw this girl. They had, and Tommy asked the question, they were not, they hadn't been paid for their services for the party. They were just girls they ran into while they were out drinking and stuff, right?
Okay.
So it was just a group of girls that they had like crossed paths with, came back, and apparently the groom and one of the girls went to a bedroom and closed the door. But that's all we know. No, I mean, who's to say what did or did not happen behind that closed door? But that's all we know. Yeah.
Changing recipes.
The Great British Baking Show has just started back up, so maybe they were watching that.
Binging. That's all that is. Yeah.
All right, so Sasha had a big decision to make because the wedding went down this past weekend, and so this was cutting it all very close. So did she or did she not tell the bride the information she had? We also said it was kind of crap that this dude at the bachelor party put the burden on her. And it's like, he is the one that has firsthand eyewitness account of what went down. If anybody should say anything, it's him. And then we may or may not have thrown out the idea that Sasha could confront the groom. So instead of going to the bride, pull the groom aside and be like, hey, word on the street is XYZ happened at the bachelor party. But then the guys were like, he's just going to lie his way out of it.
He's going to lie. He's definitely not going to tell the truth about that one.
All right, Sasha, welcome back to the Bert Show. First, how was the wedding, or was there not a wedding?
Hey, the wedding still happened.
Okay.
It was beautiful. I'm still feeling weird about it, but I made a decision, and I just have to go with that. So, I decided, I didn't want to go to the groom because he would deny it.
Okay.
And, that's not going to solve anything. Plus, if I went to the groom and then the bride found out later that I knew, I was still going to mess everything up.
Also true.
All right, that is a very fair point.
Yeah, and you said, you all said if I was, like the maid of honor or something, then, I need to tell her. So I wasn't maid of honor. I'm just really good friend. We're really good friends. I mean, I still. This is what I did. I just decided to tell the maid of honor. I figured I'll just take the burden off myself and let her know, because that's what you guys said to the maid of honor to tell her. So
okay, wow. All right.
Okay. So we got, I guess.
The maid of honor's already got enough stress. What's a little more?
Yeah. Okay, so now you have passed the buck and the burden onto the maid of honor. So what exactly, because now we're playing a little bit of a game of telephone here.
Yep.
And we're passing on the gossip and the rumor. What specifically did you tell the maid of honor?
Yeah, I told her exactly what I told you guys.
Okay.
Like, I just said that, I heard that this happened. I wanted to know if she had heard. I kind of, wanted to feel it out because she knows the bride better. She knows those two better. Maybe they knew. I don't know. Maybe she would know some information already. Maybe it all came out and I'm sitting here holding it in and have no idea, Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately, she wasn't sure what to do, if she should tell the bride or not. And the wedding happened, and I don't know. I feel I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like things were, a little off.
But you have all this stuff in your head, so you might be looking at it slightly skewed. So, Sasha, you don't know. You told the maid of honor, but you have no idea if she told the bride?
Right. I don't know if she told the bride or not.
But you're just taking it from being at the wedding. You felt like when they said the vibe was off, you mean the vibe between the bride and the groom?
Yeah, I just felt like she wasn't, as affectionate with the groom as, you would expect. But the groom seemed to be acting normal. But
oh, okay.
Wow. I wonder if she was just going through the motions.
So you think the maid of honor told her?
Possibly. Because you would imagine she would be maybe more affectionate than usual on her wedding day as opposed to less.
For sure. And Abby, we're about to get into your bachelorette party, and you are currently someone's maid of honor.
Mm-hmm.
If Sasha came to you with this information, right,
Mm-hmm.
and what you know, like she's telling you, you're being told something by somebody who had been told something by somebody else, and that the groom had gone into a room with a woman, closed the door. You pass this, this gets passed on to you. What
Yeah.
do you do with it?
For me, I would expect his groomsmen to be taking on this responsibility of confronting him because they were there, so they know they witnessed the entire context of the situation. So, and they're also like close with him to where they can bring it up and be like, "Hey, this is on you to handle it with your relationship." Sasha, I think you did the best you could by bringing it to the girl who was closest to the bride, but for me, I really do think it should have gone to the groomsmen to handle it with the groom directly.
But are groomsmen gonna? No.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. Nah, you kind of breaking guy code there.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong.
Y'all
I
need
get
to
why
be
you feel that way.
better men. That's my opinion.
They kind of look at it like they are.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sasha, thank you for the update.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm slightly satisfied, but also slightly unsatisfied.
I just want to know if she knows or
I
not.
know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Bert Show.